Hello friends, dear learners and my dear student. First of all, I take an opportunity to welcome you at my TYBSc Analytical Chemistry class. Friends, I am Dr. A. Sarlabde, working as Associate Professor in Chemistry at KTHM College, Nasik. Student, in previous lectures, we discussed different techniques of chromatography. Under this, we discuss what is chromatography, definition of chromatography, principle of chromatographic separation. We discuss the matchbox model to explain the concept of theoretical plate and height equivalent to theoretical plate. In addition to this, we discuss the technique of column chromatography, technique of paper chromatography, technique of thin layer chromatography, and technique of ion exchange chromatography. In addition to this, we discuss the different analytical applications of each technique in separation of various types of sample. Student, in today's lecture we discuss another versatile technique of chromatography or a method of chromatographic analysis, and that is called as gas chromatography. Gas chromatography, as a name suggests, it is a chromatographic method in which mobile phase is gas. Why it is called as gas chromatography? Because mobile phase in this chromatography is gas, and therefore it is a gas chromatography. Here we can define gas chromatography is a method of the chromatographic method of identification and estimation of gaseous and volatile samples via their separation using solid or liquid stationary phase and gas mobile phase. In this case, this is the exact definition of gas chromatography. Gas chromatography is a method of chromatography which is useful for only identification and estimation of gaseous and volatile samples via their separation using solid or liquid as a stationary phase and gas as a mobile phase. Chromatography, in which only identification and estimation is carried out, it is not useful for isolation of sample. That means we does not collect the sample which is separated in gas chromatography. Therefore, gas chromatographic method is only suitable for identification and estimation of the sample. That is, qualitative and quantitative analysis is done in gas chromatography. It is not a separation technique. That means it is a technique of identification and estimation of sample, but that is performed by separation. But here we does not isolate the separated component in gas chromatography. But it is not a destructive technique. Destructive technique means analytical technique in which sample recovery is not possible. Sample is get destroyed. That is, it is converted into another form. That technique is called as destructive technique. But GC is not destructive technique. That means it does not decompose a sample. Separated sample component remains in their original form or the pure form. Therefore, it is not a destructive technique. But for identification and estimation purpose, very small amount of sample is utilized, and therefore it is impossible to recover that small amount of sample for another purpose. Generally, the isolation or sample recovery is not carried out in gas chromatography, and therefore here it is only a technique of identification and estimation of sample. In gas chromatography, stationary phase is a solid or liquid. Solid, if solid is a stationary phase, then gas chromatography is called as adsorption gas chromatography, and if stationary phase is liquid, then it is a partition gas chromatography. In gas chromatography, mobile phase is always gas, and therefore it is called as gas chromatography. Now, what is stationary phase in gas chromatography? Stationary phase in gas chromatography phase in gas chromatography is a solid adsorbent material, solid adsorbent material packed into column or filled into column. Column is a pipe, because here GC is a technique of column chromatography. Because here mobile phase is gas and it does not pass a gas over open surface, and therefore it is a column chromatography. Therefore, in this case, this solid adsorbent material is packed into the column. Then it is a adsorption type of chromatography, and it is called as gas solid chromatography. Sometimes the non-volatile means a liquid having very high boiling point is coated on adsorbent, then it is called as stationary liquid phase, and it is a partition chromatography. At that time it is GLC. Therefore, stationary phase in gas chromatography is a solid adsorbent material that is packed into the column, means into a pipe or into a tube. Then it is a adsorption type of chromatography. Sometime in another technique, on that adsorbent material, a high boiling point liquid is coated as a stationary phase, then it is a partition chromatography. Adsorption chromatography is called as gas solid chromatography, and partition chromatography is called as gas liquid chromatography. And mobile phase is a gas, but that gas is a inert gas. Inert gas means that gas should not react with the sample component. The function of this mobile phase is to transport the gaseous sample component through the column containing stationary phase. Therefore, in gas chromatography, mobile phase is inert gas whose function is to carry the sample component from one end to other end of the column. Therefore, mobile phase may be termed as an inert carrier gas. And this inert carrier gas may be nitrogen, sometimes hydrogen, helium, or mixture of these gases may be used. Therefore, function of this gas is to transport the gaseous sample component through the column. Therefore, here on the basis of type of stationary phase used, here gas chromatography is classified into two types. One is adsorption gas chromatography, that is called as GSC. Second is partition gas chromatography, that is called as GSC. In adsorption type, stationary phase is solid adsorbent material, and in partition type, stationary phase is a liquid coated on the solid support. Now we discuss how this stationary phase is filled into the column. Here column means here it is a pipe like this, similar to column chromatography. If we take the cross section area of this column, the column is like this. In this case, this is the outer side or this is a side of the column. It may be made up of stainless steel or glass. Here this adsorbent material is filled in this fashion. Those are generally in spherical shape but having irregular shape. That means here dimension or outer surface have a rough or irregular dimension in order to give more surface area in this fashion. That means here it is a material having not uniform or polished surface area, but they have a rough surface area in order to increase the surface area of the stationary phase. Similarly, here it is porous. Porous in this sense, the internally this material is a porous. That means here, if it is not porous, it is difficult to pass the stationary phase. To pass the mobile phase. Now this is the open space, that is a space between two or three materials or these packing materials. This space through which a mobile phase can be passed. That means here this type of stationary phase is present in case of adsorption chromatography. Here these are in spherical in nature, and inner space of this material that provides a path for the mobile phase to flow from one end to other end through the column. This is a column which is called as packed column. Packed column, that means here stationary phase is filled into the column, and this dimension of this column ranges from 2 to 3 centimeter in length. Dimension of this column ranges 1 to 2 centimeter in length, sometimes less than this, and length may be 50 to 60 centimeter. Such a type of column, that is called as packed column, and these type of columns are used when GC technique or GC method was invented. Nowadays another type of columns are used, and that is called as capillary column. In capillary column, as the name suggests, the dimension of this column is reduced. That is, a diameter of the column is reduced, and that is like this. Here this is a capillary, that means it has a very small diameter. Here inside there is a coating of the adsorbent material in this fashion. Therefore, here a outer side of the capillary, and here this is a coating of stationary phase, and this is an internal space through which mobile phase can be flowed. That means here this type of column is called as capillary column. Here inner wall of the capillary is coated with the adsorbent material, and inside the inner wall there is a space for the mobile phase to transport the sample component from one end to other end of the column. In this case, here this adsorbent material this material have a specific functional group. That means here adsorbent material have a specific functional group, and that functional group is involved in separation process. This adsorbent material is used in gas solid chromatography, where we have to perform the technique in a partition mode. Sometimes a liquid phase may be coated on the solid support in this fashion. Therefore, this is a liquid, and this liquid coated inside the adsorbent material, and that is a stationary phase liquid. This stationary phase liquid may be sometimes chemically binded or chemically bind with the adsorbent material in order to give the stability. This liquid which is coated, that means this is a capillary, inner wall of the capillary coated with the adsorbent material, over which a liquid is coated or sometimes chemically bind with the adsorbent material, and that will be the stationary liquid phase in case of partition chromatography. In adsorption chromatography, we know that there are a adsorbent material, and this adsorbent material have a specific functional role. For example, we know silica gel in this fashion, H, O or H. Now here these are the active sites which are involved in the separation process. This is delta negative, delta positive. This is the inner wall of the capillary. That means this material is coated to the inner wall of the column. And suppose here, if we are passing a phenol, sometimes phenol means structure is like this, H, O, and in this fashion. Then this oxygen is bind with this H plus ion, and this this hydrogen having slight positive charge is get bind with this oxygen having little negative charge. Here this will have a positive charge. Such a type of linkage is formed when this stationary phase is involved in a separation process. That means here, when stationary phase does not have such active site, then the adsorption of such a material is not possible on this stationary phase. In case of adsorption chromatography, stationary phase forms such a type of linkage with the solid molecule. If solid molecule have two or more active sites to bind with the stationary phase, or more active site to bind with the stationary phase, then that will be strongly adsorbed on the stationary phase. That means here, if this component forms a two bond, that will be strongly held. Suppose we have another component. This is a oxygen, carbon. Again, this compound, you are familiar with this. Here O, here O, and this is a benzoic acid, C double bond O, here H. No doubt here is again hydroxyl group. This is a benzoic acid. But if dimension of this group or stereochemistry does not matches with the stereochemistry of this, then here it is difficult to join this two group with this stationary phase. And therefore here benzoic acid able to form only single bond, because sometimes this oxygen may be oriented to this direction, and if there is greater distance between this oxygen and hydrogen, then also the bond formation is not possible. Therefore here some solid have capacity to link through more bonds with this stationary phase, and some solid have a capacity to link with a less bond or no bond with the stationary phase. Therefore, depending upon the adsorption, if strong bonds are formed, means adsorption is more. If more bonds are formed, then adsorption is more. Therefore, here solutes are separated on the basis of their relative adsorption. Adsorption process, that is a surface phenomenon, but no doubt it will be the linkage between the solid molecule and the stationary phase. And therefore here both stationary phase as well as solid molecule both are involved in adsorption process. If solid molecule forms more bond, that will be strongly adsorbed, and solid molecule forms less bond, that will be weakly adsorbed, and hence those are get separated in adsorption chromatography. Therefore in adsorption chromatography, solid molecules are separated on the basis of relative adsorption. In case of partition gas liquid chromatography or partition chromatography, here liquid is coated on the solid support. This is a column, this is a column, and suppose this is the stationary phase, solid adsorbent material, this is the stationary phase, and here a liquid is coated on the solid support in this way. And if we pass a sample component, therefore this liquid have a ability to dissolve the solid. Therefore solid which have a more solubility in the stationary phase liquid, that will be taken at the top of the column, and solid having less solubility in the stationary phase, that will be taken or that will be captured by the stationary phase at the end of the column. Therefore in partition chromatography, solubility difference, that is a phenomenon by which partition or a separation of solid takes place. Here components those have more solubility in stationary phase, that will be at the top of the column, and component those have less solubility in stationary phase, that will be at the end of the column. Hence those are get separated. Therefore in this case, in partition gas liquid chromatography, sample components are separated on the basis of solubility difference. In adsorption gas solid chromatography, solids are separated on the basis of relative adsorption or difference in adsorption. Therefore on the basis of these two phenomena, both techniques are worked. Both techniques are useful for gaseous and volatile samples only. In gas chromatography, no non-volatile liquid or no solid can be separated. Only gaseous samples are separated by gas chromatography. This is because of stationary phase is gas. This is because of mobile phase is gas. And when mobile phase able to transport those sample component through the stationary phase, only those are separated. Therefore solid cannot be transferred by the gas mobile phase. Liquid cannot be transported by the gas mobile phase, and therefore only gas is transported by gaseous mobile phase, and therefore GC is useful for separation of gaseous samples only. This is all about what is GC. What are types of GC? What is stationary phase in gas chromatography? What is mobile phase in gas chromatography? How gas solid chromatography work? How gas liquid chromatography work? Student, in forthcoming lecture we will discuss the instrumentation of gas chromatography. That is instrumentation of gas solid chromatography and instrumentation of gas liquid chromatography. Both techniques have the same instrumentation, but we discuss how GC apparatus or GC instrument is constructed and how those are useful for the separation purpose, and finally how those are useful for identification and estimation of sample. Based on today's discussion, you can find out the answers of following question. Question number 1, what is GC? Don't write GC is a gas chromatography. You write the definition of GC. That is, GC is the abbreviation used for gas chromatography, and it is a method of separation and identification and estimation of gaseous and volatile samples via their separation using solid or liquid as a stationary phase and gas as a mobile phase. After that, you have to write what is a stationary phase and mobile phase in gas chromatography. What is the function of stationary phase in gas chromatography? Function partition of mobile phase in gas chromatography. Classify or what are the types of gas chromatography? That is a adsorption gas chromatography, partition gas chromatography, and you can explain the principle of adsorption GC and partition GC. With this, we stop here. Thanks for joining me. Keep learning. Happy learning.